Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to revise chapter number 5, Excel Introduction. So before we proceed with the revision work, I'll tell you up to which part it is coming in exam. Many of the students were confused and they were asking and making me calls. So here I'm just marking. You will be learning up to zoom controls. These are the points that you will be revising once again. Okay, so there should not be any confusion. Therefore I have made this video so that once you will look on all these before you coming for the exam. So let's look at it once again. So first of all, the question is, what is Microsoft Excel? Microsoft Excel is a powerful spreadsheet program that allows you to organize data and complete calculation in rows and columns. These rows and columns are collectively known as worksheet. So what is worksheet? Worksheet is one of the page of a workbook. A spreadsheet file is called a workbook. A spreadsheet file is called a workbook. This spreadsheet file is like a notebook having many individual worksheets. On each worksheet, data is organized vertically in columns and horizontally in rows. By default, a workbook contains one worksheet. By default, one workbook contains one worksheet. Okay, so each worksheet of Excel 2016 typically has 16,384 columns and 10,48,576 rows. You should keep this in mind. This kind of question can come in exam. Okay, see here, each worksheet of Excel 2016 typically has 16,384 columns and 10,48,576 rows. Now, what is a cell? A cell is an intersection of columns and rows. Okay, a cell is the basic unit of worksheet in which you enter data. Like if we are creating a data like this, like I'm just creating cells. See here, it is an intersection of columns and rows. Intersection of column and rows. This part, see this part, these are the cells. These are the cells. Okay, so a cell is an intersection of rows and column. It's very simple. Now, so how to start Excel? This you will be learning while we will do the practical in this chapter. So first of all, let's learn about the components of Excel window. This is Excel window. This is the Excel window. We will be learning each and every component of this Excel window, because while we will do practical, these all things will make your thing very easy if you know the function of each and every component. Okay, so Excel 2016 program window displays many components that you can use to create and work with your workbook. So I have already told you what is a workbook. The Excel file is known as workbook. The Excel file is known as workbook. Okay, and a workbook contains many worksheet. A workbook contains many worksheet. Like you have a notebook, your notebook contains many pages. Similarly, a workbook contains many worksheet. Is it clear? Now, so let's learn one by one each and every component of this MS Excel window. See, first here you can find it is the title bar. It is the title bar. It shows the name of the open workbook file. Okay, these are the file tabs. These are the small things like which is visible to you here. These are the file tabs. Here we have home tab, insert tab. Okay, it is not clearly visible here, but you can easily look at your book while you are watching this video. Okay, so we have many tabs available here. When you click on file tab, a backstage view appears, and that has many backstage menu that can help you to do your work faster. Okay, these things you will be understanding more while you will do the practical. Okay, now next is what? File tab. Here is the file tab. A file tab contains a backstage view that appears, okay, which resembles a menu. In backstage view you will find a list of commands such as save, open, save as, print, etc. Now next is tab. Here you have tabs. Each tab provides a set of tools related to an overall task you are likely to be performing. Okay, now next is this part. This part is the ribbon. Okay, it displays group of related commands in tabs. Okay, each tab offers shortcut buttons to common task. Okay, a ribbon contains many tabs, and tabs contains many backstage view. It has many shortcut buttons that help us to complete our task. Okay, things will be more clear while you will do the practical. Again and again I'm saying you. Formula bar. See here, this part, this white portion you can find is the formula bar where we enter the formula. Okay, see, about formulas you will be learning later in this chapter. Okay, what is a formula, how to use it, where to apply it. Okay, now worksheet window. This is the worksheet window. Okay, the workbook contains sheets called worksheets. By default workbook contain one worksheet. एक workbook में एक ही worksheet होता है by default. Is it clear? You can also add additional worksheets. Here you have an option. Here, see here there is only one worksheet. You can add, if you want to add more worksheet, you have an option here. You can add it. Okay. Next is rows and columns. Rows and columns. So what I told you, rows and columns. Rows and column has a heading. I'm just creating. See here, these are the columns and these are the rows. So each column has a heading named as A, B, C, like this, and each row has a heading named like 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, and the combination of these headings A1, B1, C1, here A2, B2, C2, this is the unique address of a cell. This is the unique address of a cell. So each cell has a unique address through which we can easily identify a particular cell. Is it clear? Now, what is a cell? I have already told you a cell is the intersection of each row and column in a worksheet. A cell is the basic unit of a worksheet in which you enter the data. It is the place where you can enter the data. Look at here. Here you can find there are particular cells available. There are many cells where we enter the data. Is it clear? Now, next is active cell. See, what is active cell? Active cell means it is the cell where you are currently working. Active cell is the cell where you are currently entering the data. Active cell has a dark border around it. It has a dark border around it. Once you're clicking on any cell, the cell will be highlighted from the border, means the border will be dark. Is it clear? The default active cell is in the screen is, look at here, default active cell is visible here. It is already highlighted. The border is highlighted. The border is dark here. Is it clear? Next we are moving to cell reference. What is cell reference? A cell reference is referred to by its unique address or cell reference, which is the coordinate of the intersecting column and row. To identify a cell, like I have already told you, like A1, B1, all these are the unique address of the cell. So this is also known as cell reference, and this cell reference can be visible in a particular place, which is known as name box. See, this is the name box. Is it clear? So name of each cell will be visible in the name box. Like currently I am working in cell D5. So D5 will be visible in the name box. Is it clear? Now, next is grid lines. The horizontal and the vertical lines representing the rows and column on worksheet are called grid lines. See here, these lines, the horizontal line, and see, these are the vertical lines. These are showing you what? Grid lines. These are the grid lines. Okay. Now, next we are moving to mouse pointer. The mouse pointer is displayed as a block plus sign whenever it is located in a cell on the worksheet. Another common shape of the mouse pointer is the block arrow. Like, see here, your mouse pointer is looking like a block plus sign. If you are bringing it over a cell, if you are clicking in a cell, the size of this, the appearance of this mouse pointer will be changed, and it will be block arrow. It will be block arrow. Okay. Now, next is scroll bars. Here you have scroll bars. This area and this area. This is showing you the scroll bar that can help you move your workbook or worksheet up and down and right to left. Up and down is this like this, and right left is like this. We can move our worksheet in all the directions. Okay, so this is only possible using scroll bars. Okay, there is another option that can help you to move up and down using your mouse scroll bar. Now next is status bar. Status bar is visible here. See, look at here, this is the status bar. This is showing you currently you're working with which document, working with which Excel document. Okay, so this is showing you the current working of your Excel with your Excel file. Next is views of worksheet. Excel provides access to 3 different views of your worksheet. हमें Excel worksheet के 3 different views बताते हैं. One is normal view, other is page layout view, and third is page break preview. Okay, so these are available here. The views are available here. Is it clear? We will be using these views while we will be working in the practicals. Okay, next is zoom control. This helps you to zoom in or zoom out your Excel worksheet. This helps you to zoom in or zoom out your Excel worksheet, and it is available here at this corner, zoom control. Okay, so dear students, just go through all these and revise it once again. Thank you.